everybody to Beyonka Studios. We are live. This is the Recipe Podcast, and I am here tonight with my. Oh, it is okay. Shine bright like a diamond.
You know he on some real ill will shit tonight, y'all.
You know what? He better be, this. And listen, this is his topic
on
tonight.
That dad shirt. He is in full dad mode.
Oh yeah, okay. The toughest job. That is a tough job to be a dad. I ain't even gonna lie. Especially nowadays, you know, because you gotta protect and there go our other guests. Our other guests is popping up. We all late, so y'all know how we do.
I was on time. I actually was 2 hours early.
I was about 3.
3 what?
Minutes.
Oh.
Get to the strap.
Look, we was together on that man. Y'all know Shay from Round the Way is in the house today. Oh no, did I? That was a whole rhyme. Tonight we are talking about traps. Well, this is,
so I wanted to know what trap are we talking about? The trap?
What before? Huh?
You gotta warn me when random people are coming for the show.
I know you.
A what?
First of all, we live. Open the door. Did you open it? Are you okay?
Yeah.
That's a
He said he was
Are
here
we
for the show.
That's our producer in the background who's not.
All right,
producing.
let him in.
Yeah, let him in. Come on. But Ooh, really? Tell me how you do. Okay, before we get started, we're gonna let the other guests come through. And here he comes, Brother Jay.
What's happening?
What's up?
Hello.
How are you?
What's good?
How you feeling?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Good.
So tonight's topic is traps.
What trap
And
are we talking about?
Because
What
she's
trap
been
are we
asking
talking
me
about?
all week.
Are we talking about the trap? Because we can talk about the trap. Or are we talking about being trapped?
Well, we're just talking about traps. We're not talking about the trap house or being in the trap. We're talking about
I just wanted to clarify some
traps. So anywho, moving along.
That's that Shay from Round the Way attitude.
I'm about to say because I had some baking soda in the car. I'm gonna leave that there.
Oh, y'all trying to go to jail.
So I'm just saying, like, okay, so she kind of like, I said one thing, and you kind of like went into something else on it, right?
Because I was a little
no, it's cool. So you was kind of like, like, who set more traps?
Right, men or women.
Men or women.
So that's the first thing that came to my mind.
Right. So no disrespect, but
Incoming call. I put it on.
I'm gonna jump out there and.
Joe can tap his watch.
That was
yeah.
That was the.
So I'm live right now, bro. I'm gonna tap in with you in the morning or something.
Let me see.
So, that's my guy.
Oh no, I'm talking about. You really was talking.
Yeah, I was really talking. I'm telling you.
No.
Just one of them shows.
So
Listen, y'all.
So what
already know
I'm
what it
saying is, I feel like women do,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna tell you how, right?
Because you're a man.
No,
I think that's how it's gonna go.
That's
I
just
think
how it's gonna go.
yeah, I
No.
think the men
I
go
really thought y'all was gonna be a little authentic now.
No, real talk. I'm
So
gonna get
why
right
do you
into
feel
it.
like-
Let me
why-
explain
Go
myself.
ahead, baby.
Let me explain myself. You can come for me all you want. I got a fully loaded clip. I'm ready. So this is what I'm saying. All right, if a guy and a girl is sleeping together and she ends up pregnant, now neither one of them talked about doing anything else besides sleeping together, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now she feel like he got his shit in order and stuff like that, and she ends up pregnant. Now she don't have to come and tell that guy that she pregnant, or she can start before they even become intimate through their courting stages or whatever. Regardless of however it is, she can just tell the dude, like, look, straight up, if we don't keep doing this, I'm telling you now, I don't believe in abortions. Right? She can keep it a buck. But in most cases, women don't do that. A chick can get pregnant knowing that the guy, it was never a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. We just screwing around.
Mm-hmm.
Come to the guy and say, I'm pregnant. Shorty, you ain't got to tell him that you're pregnant. You knew off the muscle that you was pregnant, and when you found out you was late, you could have took a pill, you could have took a morning after pill, whatever the case. Nah, women make that choice before a guy even has the choice to say, I don't want no kid, or I do want the kid.
You sure? Hey,
Because so what they do is they go ahead.
You gotta get him.
They go ahead and have that kid. Now we talking about on the tip of the unprotected. I'm not talking about when you just going in all willy nilly. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about she knowingly say, all right, I'm gonna let this guy go up inside me. He's unprotected or whatever the case may be. Then that is a choice that they're both making. However, if she furthers that and say, well, I'm pregnant, I feel like that's a fucking trap because that nigga never told you that he want a kid. So in all reality, you trap that nigga.
You done?
Go ahead, you can speak your shit.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Sister Shay.
First and foremost, everyone has a choice and an option in the matter.
Okay.
So, both of you laid down. Both of you had the option and the choice to protect yourself. Both of you are grown, or if you are young, knowing what you could possibly create, having intercourse. Both of you
She could have
had that understanding. So it's not like the guy is incompetent. Because the guy isn't
She
incompetent.
could have took the morning after pill.
Listen,
Wait, why?
but that's you making a choice and a decision for her, knowing that you laid down with her, correct?
And knowing that
I'm
she will
here.
have that option. And knowing that she will have that option. Like you're knowing that she can have the option to take a morning
But she
after
should
pill.
have said that on the
it's
break
more
though.
like-
She
but
should have
you-
said that on the break.
Maybe you
It's a trap.
It's more like mentally you're saying, damn if you do, damn if you don't as a woman.
Nah, mother flip it. If I don't
Because
tell you outright that's what I want,
but in
that's
order
what it
to
is.
have a baby, you need a man.
I understand that. But if I never told you that this is what I wanted, or you never said that
you
that's
ain't
what
had
you
to
want,
say that.
hold on.
You laid
If
down
but
with
if
her.
she ain't
Because
said
this is
either,
what happened when we had sex.
no, I understand that.
we
But
had
if
sex,
she
that's
didn't say
what
that
happened.
either, then that's some fucked up shit. It's a trap.
And I'm gonna take
It's
it a
not
step
a
further.
trap. That's
The
not a
fact that
trap.
Man, this is-
we got more of an option than they do because I got for these 3 words, pull-out game.
Yeah.
it's
You
still
know-
Thank you.
pre-com.
Thank you.
Yeah, but
Okay,
most,
even
It
with
don't matter like you can
pre-cum.
so
Don't
she
come.
can still get
Don't
pregnant.
come.
Don't come. That's 2 words.
Yeah.
Don't come.
What? Do you know what pre-cum is?
I d-
yeah,
do
but
I?
the odds
I
of
got a
that
couple
one-
pre-cum kids upstairs. Of course I did.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
We on track.
I'm
I mean,
just saying we gonna chat because I mean real spill, Holyfield. It's a couple.
You can't. That is a
Like-
bad. That's a bad.
Nope. And
That's a
I'm
bad.
gonna further it. And I'm gonna further it. Or a chick, or these chicks that's out here, that's some straight bum ass chicks.
Oh,
Hold on, let me finish.
I got y'all.
Hold
I
on,
got
let
y'all.
me let me
You
finish.
know they
Let me
bum.
finish.
I got y'all.
Yeah, and people know how to wear masks very well. That is a fact. It
But
happens
what
all
about
the
these
time.
other bum?
What
Hold
about
on,
bums
hold
look
on.
good?
Let me finish. Let
They
me finish
sexy?
cooking. Hold on. Let me
Go
finish
ahead.
cooking.
You attract what
I
you
got
are.
the. Go ahead.
Okay, so a
You
chick come
attract what you
across
are.
and she on
No,
bum material,
I ain't gonna say that because I attracted some real bum ass niggas and I ain't no bum ass nigga.
and she attracted this. So now they rocking at each other. She get pregnant. She come tell the dude. Dude don't know how to respond. She ends up pregnant. Okay? Then what
That
happens?
ain't her business that a nigga don't know how to respond.
What? But is it her business that she used the children to hold on to the relationship? Is it her business that she used the children?
Wait a minute.
Wait,
What?
Wait a
It's still a
minute.
trap.
Wait, time out. Pause. Because we
Because
went
then
from
you-
one subject
No,
to
no,
another
no. It's the
subject.
same
Hold
subject.
on.
It's still a fucking
We
trap.
need you. We need to
It's still
understand.
a trap. It don't
But
matter.
listen.
I'm just talking about traps in general.
Right,
It's
in
still
order
a
to
form
be
of a
trapped.
trap.
But in
Hold
order
up.
to be trapped, right,
Yeah.
it's something that you are not, like, when you're
It's
trapped,
not just about the pregnancy.
it's
though.
not an option.
Women use children
When
as a
you
tool.
But listen, when you're trapped, it's not an option.
Right.
That's when you're trapped.
Now there is a pregnancy trap, but it's not presented that way. Like, if you a guy with substance, right, and you get with a female, the trap would be if she was poking holes in the condom.
That part.
That's the trap.
That
You
part.
feel me? Or she telling you, "Oh no, I'm on birth. I took
I'm
the
on
pill."
birth control. I don't
And
want
she-
no babies.
Right, and she knows she not. That's the
So,
trap.
That's
so
a
the
trap.
conversation never comes up between either party, and she ends
So
up
both of
bringing-
y'all know what y'all doing.
Right.
Okay, but if that's
It's a
not,
possibility
but if
that
that's
a
not
kid could be born.
understood loud and clear. But if that's not a conversation that's happened, why would one assume one way or the other?
See, that's the Bible. That's what I would.
If
I mean,
you-
read,
if you go
the
and
man should
smash
have
and
took the
roll.
lead and say, listen,
It's an assumption.
this is what I don't want. Period. I don't want kids. So we ready to lay down. We ready to do what we ready to do.
I'm strapping up.
Just know I'm a strap up.
Yeah, I'm strapping up.
I don't want kids, and I'm letting you know that now.
Man, women be trapping niggas point blank period.
Okay.
And they
What?
be doing it for
You-
multiple
no,
different reasons.
no.
They do it for money. They do it to hold on to the nigga. All that stuff. It's
But
just
so
facts.
this is the thing, right? Let's just get to this space, right, of right now being trapped. Because for men who feel like they are trapped.
It's a lot of
if-
y'all there. I
if
know
you-
Jolly here for y'all. Don't worry.
Okay,
Right.
Jolly.
Holy shit.
For the men who feel like they are being trapped, first of all, if you're over the age of 5th grade, okay? If you're over the age of 5th grade, and I said exactly what I said. If you're over the age of 5th grade, then that means that you have some comprehension skills. That means that you have some intelligence, that you understand what it takes to make a baby. You understand what it takes to make decisions. You have a choice and you have a decision to make the moment. I'm talking to y'all because I can't talk to him right now. The moment that you decide that you like somebody, little boys and girls, listen, this is how it goes, right? When you meet somebody and you decide that you like this person enough that you want to go and be intimate with that person, understand that everything after that moment changes. You are making a decision now to do something with someone. So one of the hardest parts of life for me is accepting the things that I cannot change. Like, you know that saying, like, you know, the serenity, like,
I got the serenity crown.
it took a long time for me to understand that. Like,
It did.
but when that happens, it's because I have put my life in somebody else's hands. I've come together with somebody else to where now we make a decision, not just me making a decision. So if I'm making a decision, even to kiss a man's or woman's lip, if I'm making a decision to do anything with another person, anything that happens after that is on both of us. It's not on just me or just you. It's on both of us. If I kiss your lips and I get a bump, okay? If I get a bump, I'm pissed. Okay? First of all, I'm pissed. Okay? That's first of all. Okay? Now, I need to make a decision.
Facts.
I need to make a decision. Because I could be mad that the person I kissed ain't tell me their lips was dirty as shit. You know, I could be mad about that. I could be like, damn, you couldn't tell me you couldn't tell me your lips was dirty. No, I should have inspected that shit, okay? I gotta have some accountability. I should have inspected it. I should have made sure, like, wait, because when I kiss these lips, I need to make sure. You feel me? So I have to be accountable. And I think once we start holding ourselves accountable for the actions that we make, from the very first action that we take, then we can stop placing blame on somebody else for what happens after that. Like, yeah, it's some things that are unruly and out of line when it comes to the decisions that a woman made, the decisions that a man made. Because the same way a man may feel like he trapped because a woman that got pregnant and she didn't tell him that she wasn't on the pill, and a woman could feel like, damn, I got trapped because I gotta be
pull out.
Not only
You don't know.
listen.
You don't know when you ready to
Listen.
Yeah.
You
So,
grown.
but
That
either
trap my
way,
baby mama, she just escaped.
That part. At least we got accountability over here to the right.
I knew fully well I was circling the block to shoot the club up.
okay, and the thing is, like, even if she felt trapped, because listen, I'm not gonna lie, I love all of mine, okay, but listen, but what I had to do was be accountable,
You
because
can say all that you say, but at the end of the day, it's not a thing of what it is and what it sounds like, and when you use a common sense, it's no different than last week. my truck sitting at a red light. I don't know how in the hell somebody hit the side of my truck from behind, sitting at and I'm parked at a red light. I don't know how it happened. You can sit there and
that's
say,
different.
no, you can sit here and say common sense would tell you that if your brakes are going out of control, you don't go to the right when you're
That's
on in
different
corner.
than
No,
having-
it's
You know
common
what?
sense.
But
It's still
you know
common
what?
sense.
But
Yo,
you know what?
You're gonna try
But
to
at
sit
the-
here. People
no,
don't
even
use
still.
common sense all the time.
But we
and
should.
sense is not common.
And even though
I
it's
hear you,
not,
but it ain't
but
common,
it's
yo.
just, you're
It's
right.
not common.
You're right. But even still, you know what? When the accountability comes in knowing that.
It's not about
you know
accountability.
that.
It's locking a nigga in with you, shorty, for 18 years. If that nigga come to you and tell you he don't want that motherfucking child, he don't want you in the relationship, then you need to get that nigga that one or two things. You need to sign that shit over to him and go on about your motherfucking business. Y'all work out some sort of arrangement. Or move the fuck on.
Wait.
Why you want to try to trap a nigga into something that he don't want with you? Just because a nigga wanted that pussy or vagina doesn't mean that he want to be trapped in a relationship with you.
But
he
you
wanted
had
that
to,
pussy
yeah,
and
because
vagina, though.
that's what I'm saying. Don't want that pussy or that vagina so much so that you allow yourself to be trapped. Because you are allowing yourself to be put in a trap
And
because
that's
your
the point of the
desire.
topic. That's the point of the
yeah.
topic.
Trapping
You
her.
That's
can't,
the
but
point.
that's
of the
him
topic.
That's him
trapping
trapping
her.
her because if you know full and well that you don't want to be
Yo,
connected
get
to
that
this
kid up for
Why
adoption.
would
Yo,
you-
this shit happen all the
Adoption?
time.
Oh,
my
shit.
God.
What
Yeah,
the-
yo, get that kid
Oh
up for
my
the
God.
adoption.
Who
Damn.
has hurt your soul?
I don't think.
What is going on here?
We need-
Because I
we
know
need
what
a
the
couch.
system is like, and that just gave me fucking PTSD.
I knew
That
it.
baby
I
ain't
knew
deserve
it.
that
I knew
shit.
it. I knew
That
it.
baby ain't deserve
Right.
a mother or a father
Right.
to be fucked up and they can't get their shit together.
Right, but here's the
Because
thing.
I feel like when you put a child in like foster care and shit like that, that's because y'all ain't got your shit together.
Okay.
What that baby got to do with
I
you
know.
and the baby
But
fucking mama?
again,
Ain't got a shit to do
Here's
with
the
the baby
thing.
mama.
Here's the thing
You
about
need
that.
to just stop fucking.
You
Get a
got-
vasectomy. Get a
Here's
vasectomy.
the thing about that.
Get a vasectomy.
You still have people out here who are just generally speaking. You got people out here sleeping with crackheads, bro. It happens. You know. Come on. You
But
know
that's
it.
their
Like,
choice.
okay, but here's what I'm saying. Sometimes certain people, not everybody should have kids, bro.
Gotta have a little self-control.
I understand what you're saying, but not everybody should have kids. Women out here with 4 or 5, it don't mean that they should be out here having kids. Like you said, I
But
agree,
you
it's still
know
a
it.
self-control
Okay, all right, let me-
issue.
A lot
If
is
you-
free
if
for them
you-
to
if
have
you-
But listen,
okay,
a lot
I
is
get
free
that.
for them to have
But
the
if
kid.
they-
They
but
supposed
if
to
a
have
woman
the
is
kid.
incompetent or a man is
But listen.
incompetent, yo, why do
But
people
listen,
sit here and
you wanna know what's
traumatize
crazy
children?
though?
That's a problem
But
in
listen,
itself.
you wanna know what's
But
crazy?
you know-
Wait. I got this. You wanna know what's crazy? A man will sit there and watch a woman with 3 and 4 kids and will still have sex with her and be like, "You trapped me." That's fucking
Okay,
diabolical.
right. And a
Because
woman
you-
with 3 or
you
4
see-
kids knows she ain't shit will try to get with a man.
Damn if
Okay,
you don't with a
okay,
woman
but don't be sitting
at
there
this
talking about the
point.
fellas like, oh well,
But that's the situation of the matter. You see a fat ass walking down the street, and the whole time you see that fat ass walking down the street, she got a choo-choo train full of children walking behind her. And guess what? You still gonna beat that horn.
Yeah,
You
that's
still
what's-
gonna
but
get
that-
that number.
So that's why
That's
I
you
agree
taking
with you.
accountability,
Right, so
right?
that's where I agree with you on when you say dudes should have self-control. I agree, it works both ways or whatever. I'm
Oh,
listening.
now
I'm
it
not,
work both ways. with
well,
self-control.
absolutely.
But what about when you lay down and create that?
But
baby?
if it worked both ways, then to me, then that takes away the whole trap because you're in you can only be trapped,
She should have went and got that more than that to pill.
or
or
he
you
should
could
have
have
not,
strapped up.
or he could have just not.
Or
We're not
you
talking
could-
about the
or
woulda,
get a
coulda.
fas-
We're talking about what's going on right now.
Oh,
That's
what's-
what we're talking about. We're not talking
what's
about the
going on
what
right
if.
now?
We talking about the what's going on right now. These women be out here trying to trap these niggas.
They don't.
Because that's
but men be
They
doing
sick of
the
these
same
niggas,
thing.
realistically.
Men do the same thing.
No. But
Like,
these
real
women
spill.
are really sick of these niggas.
Yeah, and I'm just saying
So
because
they not
I
trying to
get what
trap
you're
them.
saying, but
I'm gonna
men
agree
do
to
the same
disagree.
thing. Because let me tell you something.
Go ahead,
I've
speak
literally had men
Mhm.
make sure that they trap me, and this is real shit. And my kids
Burning
know I
out,
be.
burning out all the
I love my
gas,
kids.
not
I love
paying
my
the
kids.
cell phone bill
No.
so you can't call out shit like taking
No,
your shoes.
no, I'm
I
talking
understand
about-
niggas do crazy shit.
No, I had a nigga pull over to the gas.
Oh,
I understand niggas do crazy
Taking
stuff.
the shit.
I'm not saying men are
The
free
same.
from
I'm
being
saying
crazy.
even the
Good
same.
question,
Like,
That's
Listen.
Wonderland.
okay, I'm telling you, cut the wires on in the car. You know, like I done had it tires cut on 4 cars in the parking lot. 1 tire on each car was cut. Okay, make sure I ain't go nowhere. Like, I done had it happen. I done had men do crazy things. But I'm talking about when you talking about just the entrapment, I done had hoes putting a condom. Like, from a nigga. Like, real shit. Like, I done had a man give me something to make me go to sleep. And I wake up to fuck what done happened.
So
like,
you
I done
believe
been
that
there.
men set
So,
more traps?
I'm not going to say that they set more traps.
'Cause remember,
But what
y'all
I will
outnumber
say,
us.
we may outnumber
That's a
y'all.
fact.
But y'all getting plenty of us.
So a
guess
trap,
what?
a trap,
Guess what?
But listen,
Guess what?
but listen, a trap can be a form of many things.
And
A
that's- and
trap
that's
can
what-
be a
and
form
that's
of
what the
I'm
topic-
talking my shit to you. That's an entrapment.
Yes,
Because
sir.
your
Right.
intentions
Right.
are good. So that's
Right.
an entrapment.
An entrapment
You know
is
what I'm
coming. An entrapment is getting married with a job and then lose and then quitting your
Job.
job after you get married. An
Damn.
entrapment, like literally, an
That's a
entrapment.
fucking bamboozle.
Okay,
That's a bamboozle.
okay,
Quit.
real
Right,
skill,
Yeah, that's
Holyfield.
crazy.
Like
That's
that's what I'm
diabolical.
saying. Like men do things as well, just like
So
women.
you
but
feel like
all
it's
in all,
an
we
equal-
have
it's
to
an
be.
equal
I feel like it's
It is.
definitely
It's
equal. Definitely.
Now, it's not going to seem equal coming from opposite perspective because we don't fall victim to men traps, so we don't really know men traps. Just like y'all don't fall victim to women traps. But I think a universal trap is just not representing yourself to be who you really are in the beginning. I fell for that one.
Okay.
You feel me? Like-
that's like what you say.
I fell for the my baby father ain't shit, and the whole time you just mad at the nigga. I fell for that one. You feel me? Like it's universal traps that we both, I mean, all people set sometimes on both sides. And the main one I think is just not being who you are, just fronting. Like
And lying, especially when
'Cause
you're
I
trying to
definitely
impress. When you're trying to impress somebody and you just being completely dishonest about the things that you can
who
bring
you
to the
are.
table, with who you are, but also what you could bring to the table, what you looking for. You have people that out here going on dates just telling you what they seen that you posted on Instagram and Facebook so that they could be what they think that you need them to be. Like, those are traps, because then when that mask, as Jolly always say, come off, when
You wear a
the
mask.
they
That's what
do. They do.
representatives.
Yeah, when the representative come off and you see that person is completely opposite of what they said, then okay, yeah, that's a trap. But still, that's why I say, like, if you get past the 5th grade, you start, you a little intelligent, like, enough to know, like, hold on, this don't look right. Like, real spill, Holyfield, I have to be accountable myself for allowing myself to fall for the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You can tell me that you got a high school education, you going to college, you got all these aspirations, and you doing all of these good things. But if I see you standing on the corner at Warburg Junction every week, then I mean, like, either I'm going to really see things for what they are, or I'm going to allow myself to listen to the bullshit. So that's why I said you have to have some accountability, because I can be upset and mad and feel like, dang, like I had all these dreams and aspirations that things was going to be a certain way because of what this person told me was going to be, but what this person showed me was something completely different.
So-
and I
And
allowed
women,
that.
women really
so-
do go through a lot
I'm
when it
not
comes
knocking
to
with-
dealing with
I'm-
having a child, period.
I understand.
So for
that.
them,
I
it's an
understand
entrapment. You
and
get
we
what I'm
went,
saying?
And we as men, those of us men, not all of y'all, if y'all, some of y'all watching, those of us men who go out here day in and day out and take care of the things that we're supposed to take care of, first and foremost, our responsibilities. Our responsibility first starts with ourselves, not our motherfucking family. It starts with ourselves, because you as a man, you have to establish your foundation first, and then you can branch out and stuff like that. But the point that I'm trying to make here, speaking in reference to traps, is it comes with the whole thing of, and I'm not going to go into it, I'm just going to, because it's another topic, but
You done
the
went to a lot of
state-
topics today.
it still pertains to traps. I feel like the topic of the state enforcing a man to do something. See, a chick will get with a dude, and let's say they're in a situation where they want a kid. That's right. Where they want a kid, right? And they both parties agreed to have the kid. Now, when both parties split, both parents, or the guy, for example, because unfortunately, I don't know why it's like that. You have some cases where it's a little bit different. I know a brother or two where they got their children, But in most cases, that's not the situation. It's the other way around. They go with the woman. Now, why is the state? Why did you feel the need after we split? The whole time we was together, you ain't had me down there. Now we split, and you want to take me down there. Why do you want to take me
But
down
when
there?
you're together, how you gonna do that?
Hold, say what?
How would you take somebody? Why would you take somebody down if y'all together? Y'all in a relationship?
Why would you take me down there if I'm
lot
still
of
doing
times-
the things that I'm doing?
Oh, if you're still
Oh, if
doing
you're
it.
still
Oh,
doing it.
okay. You didn't say that
see,
part.
that's what I said.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So when I'm
But
saying
for
is,
some people, the men.
yo,
And
in
it's
most
unfortunate.
cases, women attribute
No,
the
listen.
man's visitation of his
But
children
no,
to the
listen to
fucking
what
state
I'm
enforcement.
listen to what I'm ready to say. In most cases, because I've been around a lot of women in my family, I'm around a lot of women that deal with this. So for most cases, men that aren't with the woman, stop providing for the child. Stop doing for the children.
Most cases
Stop
weird.
even seeing them.
Most cases weird.
Even
Most
in my
cases
relationship.
here, like
No, but see, that's the thing. When you look at statistics, let's look at facts now. I'm
Yeah.
not talking about a
Let's
person.
look at
That's
facts.
BS.
No,
That
that's
is
majority
bull-
of the women
No,
that I know.
The majority. No, okay, I'm talking about statistically speaking.
yeah.
Yo, the majority of the men that are on the enforcement, and again, don't want to get over it, but when they split, therein lies another form of entrapment. Because what happened, you
My
don't have
sister
to
took her
agree.
baby
You
father
don't
off
have
the
to
child
agree.
No, but I'm gonna make sure I bring the facts to the table
Okay,
next week because
okay, that's what's up.
next
Bring
week
them.
is about child
Yeah,
support.
bring it.
Because I'm
I'm
gonna just
here
say
for it.
somebody that's in the field. Because I'm not just in the field for me. I'm in the field as an advocate for young mothers as well as an advocate for young fathers.
That's what's
I'm
up.
in the field for children too. And out of the 15 years I've been here, I have literally only heard 2 men who actually stood up and took care of their children after they left the mother, like
it does
fought for
not
their
mean-
children.
and it does
I'm not
not
saying that
mean
it's
that
not
that's-
more.
it-
I'm not saying that it's not
What?
more.
Men.
But what I'm
That's
telling
what you
I'm
heard. It
no,
doesn't
I didn't
mean
say
those are
heard.
facts.
I said what has come
That's
to
a lot
me.
of the men.
So what
That's
I'm
a
saying
lot
though,
of
You'd
but
be
this is what I'm saying.
surprised.
I'm not saying that there's not a lot of good men because even where I worked at in Texas, there were a lot of black men who worked with me who were good fathers. So I'm not saying that they weren't, but I'm talking about who came to my door for help in advocacy services. 99% of the people that came for help was women, even when I opened it up to men. So I'm not saying that there's not men out here that aren't being good fathers after the woman leave, but what I'm saying is there are a lot more men that aren't being good fathers after the relationship than it is women. But we're going to get the real statistics and the real facts on it because I'm definitely here for it.
And that's
I'm
really
here for it.
because
So like I was
it's
saying,
a lot of it's really a lot of bitter men out here.
Yeah.
It's a lot of bitter men, and I don't know if they're bitter because of the situation. They're bitter because of their situation.
Men like
or whatever.
control. Men like control, and men are very egotistical, and men are very prideful, and men like for
Some
things to be
men,
done. Men like
right,
for things
some,
to be
some.
done the way they believe it should be done. A lot of men don't want
What?
to have the system to step in when it comes to them providing for their children because they believe like, no, I'm gonna do what I can, like that, like you're saying, like I was doing whatever before, that's what I'm gonna do after, or if they weren't, and the same with the men that wasn't doing nothing before, they not gonna do nothing after. It's kind of the
okay,
same
so
thing.
again, I still say, whether you agree or not, I still say that there are a lot. You see,
It could be a lot.
You say
It
it's a
could be
little
a-
bit. You
No,
say
I
it's not.
said-
You
I
the
said what
percentage is
I said.
high
I
of the
definitely
latter.
believe it's
Yeah,
higher.
I
like,
disagree
I definitely
because a
believe
lot
it's
of women
definitely believe it's
will
higher.
And it's
utilize the
unfortunate.
children as a form of tactics in order
And I
to
really believe that's in
hold
a
on
lot
to the
of
man.
men's
It's almost
beliefs.
like what do you call that
It
joint?
is.
It's a control thing.
What do you call that joint? A residual income. They use the children as residual income when it comes to those relationships.
But child
If you
support not
can't-
even
hold
enough.
on. Hold on.
Child support not even enough.
Hold on, but
To
here's my
even
thing.
take care of children.
Certain
So
cases-
for
certain
women,
cases-
that's
certain
disrespectful
cases.
because
No,
child
well,
support is
certain
not
cases,
even
most
enough.
cases.
In
It's
certain
nowhere
cases.
near enough.
In
My
certain
ex
cases.
girlfriend was
Sorry,
getting
don't.
$23 every 2 weeks for child support.
And she was probably only getting that because that's all the dude could afford. I know how it works for a
You
fact.
wanna know
And that's
why?
not
Because
true.
he
I
quit
know
his
how
job
it
That's
on
works.
not true.
Okay, that's
That's
all
not
he can
true.
afford. If
No,
nigga
no,
ain't working, you
because
want,
he quit his job on
okay,
purpose.
if the
You
nigga
wanna
not
know
working,
why?
you want him to
Because
come
he
up
didn't want to pay that child support.
So,
Nigga,
so
get a
here's
job.
my thing.
The
So
fuck,
here's
get
my
a job.
thing. If she
Yeah.
cannot,
He
I'm
started
talking
working
about
at the
Trex.
table.
If she cannot afford the children, without that man being in the household, then why the fuck won't she just give the children to the man?
Because why
Without
would
his
she
money.
have
Pay
to?
Why not? Why not?
Why?
But you
He can't
Why
pay
not?
$23.
You gotta show that you can.
I'm not gonna
you
give
can-
you that.
Now, that's another problem I have. Talking about traps. Who does he gotta show?
Her.
Why do a nigga gotta prove something?
'Cause
It
she
was
turned
fine being in a
around for
relationship
9
for 2 years or 1 year.
Once
What?
again, as I said
No.
before, when you make a decision to be with a person, period, when you make that decision, it is no longer just you. It is y'all. It is us. It is we. So when it comes to that child, even if you feel like the relationship can be over with, but y'all still have to make a decision together about this child. So you should want to make sure that she's good. If she got the kids, you should want to make sure
Man,
she's
fuck
good.
her.
Exactly.
Fuck
So
who?
that's how you feel.
Who are we speaking of?
Exactly.
Yo,
I
we're
wish
not-
we could just bring it to the table.
No,
Because
we're
I
not-
promise
no,
y'all,
no.
Jolly needs some
What is
healing, a
going
hug, a
on?
prayer. I lit the candle
don't believe
tonight.
that shit she's
Like,
talking about, man.
Lord have mercy.
Don't believe that shit she's
I'm
talking.
confused.
Yo, the point that I'm trying to make here when it comes to trapping
Fuck
is
who?
women. I feel like, and generally speaking, that women use the children as residual income.
That's
if
a-
she
that's
was not,
vanity.
yo,
That may
okay,
be
you
something.
again,
Vanity.
it's my opinion.
It is your
I'm
opinion.
entitled to my opinion.
I love your opinion. I didn't say
Like
did I.
everybody got
Just
asses.
because I said it was
Everybody
insanity,
got
don't mean that
opinions.
I don't want you to
Because
have an opinion.
here's my thing.
You gotta
That's
have
just
an
like
opinion.
that's just like what Jay said. Women often say that same shit. Like, oh well, you gotta prove to me. I've heard it before, over and over. Women always say, oh well, he gotta prove. So it's okay for him to receive that income, but in order for him to get his child, he gotta prove something to you.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
And that's
Why
when
did
the bitterness starts
And I
happening.
didn't
Yo,
say
that
to
is
get.
even
Let
even
Let me
here's
tell you
another
something.
thing. That's
A
another
lot of
fact. This
women-
is a statistic
I forgot
fact.
to say the
Here
glasses
it-
come off.
Oh yeah, they did. And it started sweating.
yo. Here's another fact. Yo, real talk. Here's another fact.
You don't see the fan either.
Here's a fact.
It be on it.
They have done a study, right?
Who?
Multiple people, we can bring this up when we talk about child support.
No,
It
I
was
want
a
to
study.
know facts.
Okay,
No, next
I'm
week we're
telling
gonna
you.
bring it.
I'm
We're
telling
bringing
you.
the facts.
It is a fact.
Because I don't know who
It is
these
a
people you
fact.
talking about.
It is a fact,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll bring it forward. That a study was done, and in most households where there is 2 parents, and then in a household where a parent is ran by the father, the children fare off the same way as they would
In a 2-parent house.
in a 2-parent household, as opposed to when it is just a single woman in the household. That is a fact. I'll bring that shit.
I mean,
Right,
I
but
could
we
believe
gotta
that.
have the
Let me
men
tell you
step
something.
up to do that.
Not only
first.
that, hold on, baby, hold on. Let me.
Just be acting crazy. I'm sorry, women be acting crazy.
Sound like it's just you.
No,
I don't
me.
know a lot of
as a person,
I'm
right?
saying,
I
I'm
volunteered for child support, right? It was a few reasons. I wanted to create a baseline and a minimum of what I needed to do, so I knew at least I need to do this. Now, whatever else is just what I do as a man, but at least I need to do this. And that set me up to where as though it gives away some of your power. Whereas though, because I wanted half custody, I couldn't get half custody. Had to settle for child support. Was happy about that for a minute. Ended up paying. Not realizing, because I thought I was protecting my rights.
Mhm.
Then I realized, like, what rights? You feel me? Like, it's still her decision. I'm not saying it shouldn't be, but it's still, at the end of the day, her decision. As the mother of the child, as the carrier of the child, I believe that the child at certain ages fares better with the mother. Now that study didn't have an
Johnny
age
wanted
on
to
it.
kill a baby off.
Now that's
Or put it up
The
for
same
adoption.
way
Yeah.
how deaths happen and murders happen and
Oh,
people die, some people, it's fine. You're not supposed to be that free in there. Here you go. The same way how you got some people out here. It's some really bad people out here in the world. I think even the viewers can agree there is really some fucked up people out here who doing some cruddy,
It is.
trifling things, abandoning their children, all kinds of stuff. Some
That's why
people
we're a
just
safe haven.
deserve to, should cease to exist. Or breathing, rather. So, I feel like some of these instances
Oh,
that
shit.
that
Sperm
semen,
donor be
hold
running.
on, that semen should have ended up on the bed,
I have a perfect example.
down the throat,
Oh wow.
or through a Dyson vacuum.
But I love the creed for that
Okay,
semen
I'm
to,
good.
to go into
I'm
become
not
a-
denying it. I'm
a-
not denying. I just said that
So-
some of them should have went through that new Dyson vacuum.
But they, but
But why
once
not
they,
just not have sex if that's how
no,
you feel?
nobody's not doing
Ain't nobody.
Or even just strap up.
That's fine.
Or
That's what they
even
make
really choose the person that you lay
Yeah,
down
it's
with.
about that. Like, don't lay down with
Really
somebody that you're not trying to
choose
procreate with. It's called
who you're
procreation.
laying down with,
Yeah.
despite your
Yo,
emotions.
again, like I said, I'm not denying it. Again, this is not about me, even though you may see me triggered or whatever, or excited about this. I think it's an exciting topic, but
It
this is
is.
not about me.
But I think it's
But
an exciting topic, and
I-
I love. I'm going to cut you off, but you come with a lot of conversations that you have in the community and with people that you know who are bringing you
That's-
these things. You know exactly. They're coming from people that you know, and it's nice and everything. It's cute, but not everybody that you know that's coming with them conversations are really bringing you truth. They're not really bringing you full. Like one thing about people is we never know what goes on behind closed doors. I know you, but I don't know you. You know what I'm saying?
Three
So-
sides to a story.
Exactly.
Always.
So I'm just saying, you just mentioned like you're not on child support. You know, this is not just your situation. So technically, you're speaking from, like you said, you here to represent. You feel me? And
I'm
We
on
have
twice,
another
by the way.
representative.
I'm on twice, by the way.
okay, so you know, you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? But not every situation is
Is that.
really that, and it's and every source that you get in. Cause I know for one, like real.
No,
Holy
it's
Spirit,
not
hold
even
on.
about the
Let-
women. Like,
yeah,
men
let me
are really
just,
fucking up.
but no, let me just say this.
And that comes from a personal
Then tell
experience.
Okay, let
women
me just
stop.
say-
Then tell women to start trying to be niggas or men. The women need to learn how to be men partners as opposed to men opponents.
Maybe if women stop being men's providers, then they can be
Well,
their
that's the
partner.
problem. She wanna
so
be-
again,
she wanna
no,
go
it ain't
back
that
and
she
forth.
wanna be.
It is.
It is not. It's not. No woman.
A lot
wants
of women
to come
out here
in
be
and
walking
just
around
wanna
allowing
be
niggas to wear
some-
them sassy ass jeans and shit.
That's
you can't
not
even
true.
get your wallet in there. How
that's
you
not
wear
true.
tight pants?
But that's a nigga choice, not a woman. Now you want the woman to tell you what to wear?
No, what I'm
At this
saying is,
point,
what I'm saying
Don't
is,
dress like that.
No
No.
woman is looking for a sassy ass man.
It's
they
not.
are. That's
No,
what they
it's
want.
unfortunately-
The women are dressing
no.
more like
No,
men
No, they're
nowadays.
settling for the sassy ass men because they sick of them raggedy ass men.
It's a lot of sassy men out
It
here.
is a lot of sassy
It
men.
really
And you know what?
They
It's
be
so
more
many
hollering
sassy.
than we do.
But you know what?
Yeah.
And this is
They
real
be
for
more
Holyfield, especially because you know the Lord. You know, it's a lot of sassy men that are not appearing to be sassy men
But they're
that are
very
sassy men
sassy.
behind closed doors.
You
And
just
because
don't know.
Right. And because they so fucking sassy behind closed doors, and they comfortable with being sassy behind closed doors, when that person that been giving them the comfortability to be sassy behind closed doors leave them with them kids, then they feeling a little wet. You feel me? And now they going around wanting to tell everybody how they can't see their kids. No. That's it. Look.
Now,
No, I'm about to.
No, I'm sick of you
now,
though.
on that
With
subject
that.
right there, if you
Yeah.
can't see the kids, I'm glad you said that because that's a trap
But
I
how
fell
can't
for.
you can't see the kids if the kids
Now-
are grown?
That's why I
Now,
say.
that's another thing.
Yeah.
Now,
What the fuck you mean?
when
they
they
grown,
young, that's
you-
a trap
you
I
got-
fell
you
for.
got- you
My
the
baby
one.
mother
Yeah.
straight up told me, "Oh, I'm never the type to be keeping you from your kids and this and that." That was before I kicked the door in about my kids. But anyway,
As you should.
right.
Yeah.
That's a trap I fell for. Because soon as shit went left, now I gotta kick in doors, I gotta find you, I gotta do this, do that, do this, do that. And you told me going into this that wasn't gonna be the case.
Gave you an opportunity.
You feel me? If I knew how many hurt, I might not have, I might have just strapped up and kept it pushing. You feel me?
Feel like, oh, I know you lying. Y'all men's spirits is so mad that y'all coming through knocking shit.
You feel me? So that was a trap I fell for.
Yeah.
But speaking on traps, you gotta learn how to identify what you don't want to deal with.
That
Right.
part.
Those characteristics,
Yeah.
they can identify them before you busting off. Like, real spill,
So
like, before that
again,
happened.
you yourself, as well as myself, and y'all two are almost certain, you've had previous relationships. And in those previous relationships, obviously their exes, they this, they that, whatever the case may be, you look back now and be like, okay, dang, that's crazy. Something made you want to tap out of that. Now, whether it was you yourself as an individual, because sometimes we got to check our own selves.
Mm-hmm.
That's part of that accountability. But sometimes it ain't you checking yourself. It's like, okay, let me check myself as I'm dealing with the stuff in the past relationship, whatever. And as you're going through the relationship, you're seeing you check yourself, but you're beginning to realize that you can no longer do this. You know, I'm back to, working on my health and stuff like that. And one of the things that I used to do about 4 years ago, I just picked back up, started doing it. Even though I only do it 3 nights out the week, but I still do it, which is trying to listen to like an hour or two of positivity throughout the day. Whether it is just jazz, whether it's, motivational speeches, whatever, that's what I'm on. So the point is, in one of the statements the guy had made, he said, people will get mad at you because you've grown, even in the relationship. Right, exactly. Mm-hmm. That is a problem, because just because when we got into this relationship, I was okay with this, that, and the third.
But see, that is a problem, because it should be no reason why you're in competition with who you're in a relationship.
And again, and that's why I was going to go back to what I said. Is not, that's what I'm saying. But everybody can't grow with you. And as a man, and I'm saying this for me personally now, fuck that. I don't give a damn about the relationship. I will never in my life allow somebody to hold me down. If I have growth or I have an opportunity for growth, now we can grow together, but I refuse to stay in a position where I'm not growing. In life, in order to get better, you are supposed to outgrow your old self. Whether it was 6 months ago or a year ago, it doesn't matter.
Or yesterday.
Exactly, or yesterday. Every day is a new day. So when you wake up, if you wake up and say, you know what, I'm no longer going to hit that 211. Or I'm no longer going to, but I ain't going to hit that blunt no more. You know what I mean? And your partner is still doing that. And as time go on, you doing what you're doing. You're not smoking and she's smoking around you, or he's smoking around you. You're no longer doing that. That means you are growing. That is the purpose in life. We are supposed to grow and elevate from where we're currently at.
Absolutely.
And when you're in a relationship, yes, you want to try to bring your partner along, but sometimes
you can't bring somebody along.
But then that's the point. Sometimes you outgrow somebody.
Absolutely.
So when we're talking about traps and stuff like that, people do things. I know it's funny taking the sneakers. You mentioned the slashing of the tires and stuff like that. People are in relationships and they do things to put you in a financial disposition. So if you're going out here, you say, okay, we're together, we having kids, whatever the case may be, I'm going to go out here and I'm going to work my ass off to make sure my family is good. But I'm so caught up in making sure my family is not in need of anything that all the while you're sitting back and you're not doing anything to change our situation. As time go on, eventually I'm going to sit back and look like, this ain't working. It ain't. That is a trap, because you're not doing anything and you're watching me do the stuff that I gotta do.
That's not a trap. Because you can walk away.
Okay, bro. How you told us a story a few shows ago about you should have been walked away from something in your past.
Absolutely.
Okay, what prevented you from walking away when you first found out the first year that shit wasn't working?
Because I didn't believe in myself.
Okay, so that's the point that I'm making. Sometimes we as human beings are in states where as though, you know what, I'm going to be in a state of contentment. That's the reality of what it was. Until you say, you know what, I have to now outgrow this state of contentment. I can't be here no more putting up with this shit. But it is still a form of trap because, people know how to manipulate things. I just got finished talking to somebody about somebody who was working out some manipulation skills. And they like, people get older, you can't no longer, you can't keep doing that to people. But people will do it, and you'll be so caught up even if you love a person. Because I believe half and half is real. You can have deep feelings for somebody, but you know, I'd rather have loyalty instead of love. But that's not the point. The point that I'm trying to make is, yo, people will do things. I'm gonna make her favorite breakfast. When she get off work, I'm gonna rub them bunions and I'm gonna lick on that clip until a volcano explode, or I'm gonna run her back. With all these things, they're now doing things to prevent you from wanting to walk the fuck out because you're in a state of contentment. They see that. And that's why it's good for people to do the counseling and stuff like that. It's good for people to have a friend that, like if I call you up and we have a conversation, I'm not having the conversation so you can be on my side. I'm having a conversation with you so you can tell me about my shit. Same as you. We've had those conversations. But sometimes people don't have those people in their lives to do that. To know when they're like, yo, give me a hand. Yo, what you doing? You got to pick yourself up. And I'm bringing this up because I just had a conversation with my cousin yesterday evening or whatever the case may be. She lived down in North Carolina. And she made a post about me today or whatever the case may be. I know why, but when I got off the phone with her, I told her straight up, I said, yo, this is not you. You have to get out of this space. I didn't even realize until like 3 hours later, she went on social media and made a post about me. But I didn't realize that. And everybody needs that person. So you say contentment, I say it's still a form of trap because they know that you deserve better than what they're giving you.
And you don't really know because you're in a state of vulnerability and you're in a state that you can't really see that you deserve better. So you're
come on, sister, don't tell me you ain't where I'm at.
Listen,
God damn.
Listen, I let you. I was like, okay, let me. Okay, but you know, a trap is something that you can't get out of. A trap is something that, you know, when somebody just, you know, being like super raw, like, you know, a trap is if you get in that you just cannot get out of. And I believe that, like you were talking about as far as women trapping men or men trapping women, whichever, when it comes to having a child, like that's something that, yeah, you cannot walk away from that. Well, you should not walk away from that child because y'all are together. And it could be a form of a trap because that's something that you in forever together. However, a trap is something that you just simply cannot get out of. And for me, like even listening to everything you just said, like of course I've been in places and spaces in my life to where I was there where I did not have anybody to tell me my worth. I did not know my worth. I didn't understand that I just had a conversation earlier, you know, with my wife, just talking about how I'm with my wife. I just had a conversation with her earlier about how this is the first time in my life that something happened, and what happened like shook me a little bit, you know, and normally it would shake me to where I'm just full of fear. Like, what am I going to do? Like, oh my God, I don't know, you know, and I'm scared and I'm scrambled. But in this moment in my life, I'm actually in a space where I'm like, whatever happened, I know I'm good. I got a partner next to me. I'm good. You know, I'm good.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Anyway, I only speak about that because it took for me to, and like you said, I at the time, like, who's going to tell me, like, girl, get up out of that? You know what I'm saying? So it took for me to get out of those places and spaces that could be considered traps, because I was in places and spaces with people that held me down from getting to where I am today. And it wasn't until I got myself up and said, like, well, Allah got me up. Allah got me up, and Allah allowed me to see, like, you better than this. You know, you gotta get out of that space. So I only mention all of that to say, like, you know, it can be a form of a trap, but I still don't believe it's a trap because you're able to get out of it. You can come out of it. It's very heartbreaking. Even now, there's a young lady, I just posted her, committed suicide yesterday. Completely heartbreaking. You know, this woman, she's a grown woman, has her own business, and, you know, was successful, but whatever was happening behind closed doors allowed her to think that she couldn't get past that. So she had to make a decision, like to push forward or to let go. And, you know, Allah chose for her to let go, you know, and she's not here anymore. And I only speak of her situation because, again, it's a choice. You know what I'm saying? It's a choice that you choose. We have to be accountable. One of the other things that I love that you touched on is like when you grow. We're all growing. We're all growing mentally, emotionally, spiritually. We're all growing. And we're all taking everything, all of the ingredients from our past is being spazzle-dazzled into who we are today. And so, because I love you, and I you know, you're very intelligent. You're very intelligent. And I want you to let go of all that toxicity that them bum ass niggas is putting in your head. And
Bums.
okay, but I want you to let go of that because I want you to understand that at our age that we have a choice. We have a choice. It ain't an easy choice. It's not an easy choice. Nothing is really easy, but we have a choice. Whatever we feel trapped in, we have the option to get out of or make it a better situation for us because
I have a prime example.
Speak on it.
The
You
way
want
you
to
said
talk
that.
about the relationship I had? Felt like I
Your microphone
was
don't
trapped
like
in,
you.
right? So, me and her had a daughter together. Was in her life since she was 1, 2 years old. Raised her all the way until she was 18 years old. And I had a choice and a decision. Do I continue with their fuck shit and allow them to use me and abuse me? Or do I love me enough to let that shit go?
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
man.
And it was the toughest, hardest decision in my life because I raised her. I shed blood, sweat, and tears with her. And her mother was at work. No disrespect to her mother. Her mother was a good mother. But I took off work to do them doctor's appointments. I was at every school function, at every PTA meeting. I was kicking out that $1,750 for her to go to private school. I was kicking out $1,000 for a prom dress. Like, that was me. So, do I allow her to manipulate me into paying what she wants me to pay for to continue a relationship with this young lady that I raised and that I paid 10 times fold for already? Or do I say, fuck that shit? I love me enough.
Absolutely.
That's a rough one, but that's them self traps.
That's a self-trap.
Yeah, that's them self traps.
I'm not going to allow that.
I battled with self traps a long time because for a while in my life, I didn't realize that my weakness and my type were two different things. And by me knowing me, my weakness would have me dealing with women, and by me being as loyal as I am, putting up with things after the relationship is over with, during the relationship, and not even liking what I'm dealing with.
That's deep.
Not even liking what I'm dealing with. Complaining about it, praying about it, but I'm choosing to deal with it. Because of my loyalties. Now, the trap was me not recognizing that my loyalty shouldn't be placed with this person. Because that's my weakness and not my type. I used to rock with the weakness heavy. Still do at the 10:30 sometimes. And I had to realize my type is different. My type is what's good for me. My weakness is my weakness. That was that, and I had to realize that and let that some of that go. Like mad kids, I got 2 biological, but I helped raise a whole lot more. And having to deal with not only that I had to let you go, now I gotta let them kids go.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's the rough part.
Yeah.
That's the heartbreaking part.
Isn't it?
Yeah, for me it was.
No, I'm not joking. I'm saying
Yeah,
like,
for sure, for sure.
It's fucking devastating.
Yeah, for sure. Like
It's like you having a kid for 18 years.
FTK. Go ahead.
What that mean? What that mean?
I know.
Lying. What that mean?
Nothing, baby. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead, baby.
I just figured it out.
Yeah.
I didn't know at first, but I had to figure it out.
Go
You
ahead.
don't want to know. Go ahead.
Yeah,
You might as
go
well keep
ahead.
it going. I've said it before. I've said it. Yeah.
What the fuck
he said? Fuck you too, nigga.
No, it wasn't about you. It's about them kids.
Yeah.
It was about them kids. About them
She
kids.
said.
That's all.
Bitch Malone.
Oh.
But yeah, like, nah, it's hard to
But yeah.
educate.
Yeah.
It's hard to say
Is
that's
it?
But you see,
for me it is. Like when you spend, because when you dealing with a woman who got kids prior to you,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta treat them like they're yours.
Mm-hmm.
So you do that for long enough, you can't fake the funk. They feel
Oh,
like
I get it, y'all. I finally
you
got
figured it out.
it.
All right.
Yeah.
So that's a rough one sometimes.
yeah,
Yeah, that shit was definitely heartbreaking though.
yeah.
I think I cried more tears than a little bit. I felt like I was breaking up from her, from my daughter.
Yeah.
I mean, so like, okay.
It really is a lot. You know, that's another thing that I think leads a lot of people into this bitterness is like when you break up with somebody.
You pouring into the child.
Yeah. You know,
I mean,
like
I understand, but it's like, so like, okay, so while I'm joking, I'm really not FTK. But the thing is, like, I do a lot with the community, and I help out with me helping out at whatever it is that we may do for the community. I feel like, you know, that's something that's going to always be there. Meaning that, okay, if this child every year for the past several years come to the same match and say, okay, every event this brother helping out with this is that and the third. That's where my attachment with kids are, let's say, like, close to me, like people I grew up with and stuff like that. Other than that, as far as relationships and stuff like that are concerned, like, I feel, me personally now, I can detach myself from a relationship with children because whether you stay in there or not, at the while them children gonna get up and they going out.
yeah.
As far as the community, you do have some children in the community who did leave the community, but at the end of the day, like, so a lot of them are still like locals, still coming to the community. They may go here, they may go here, stuff like that. I really felt old when somebody called me, they put a brother before they called my first name, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, that made me feel old, but then it also made me smile because now I realize, like, over the past, definitely about a decade now, that it's been paying off. So when it comes to me wanting to pour into children, I got the community to pour into.
Yeah.
That's not going nowhere.
Yeah.
But after you get
Shout out to my baby Pooh. Love you,
Thank
girl.
Okay.
Love you.
Okay. Period.
and shout out to Malcolm Ruff in this district. He is running for, I believe, state senate. I just left there. Again, shout out to Malcolm Ruff. If you haven't voted, get out there and vote
Okay.
when the time comes.
When that time comes,
I
yes.
just
Make
left
sure you
his coming out. He's going to be running for a senate.
Now,
Okay.
I've also came across something I call it the Philly trap, and it's
Damn, I'm
it's
fucked in on this.
it's relative to Muslim men.
Okay.
We have a because in Philly, I don't shout out to Philly, but y'all will change the dean and match whatever y'all do. Y'all will. But anyway, I know I've seen situations where as though the brother and the sister will have a disagreement, and the brother will find a way to Islamically insert an opinion, and if
merge,
right, and
him.
whereas though if you go against him, he put it like you going. Not only are you going against me, but you're going against me and God.
That's diabolical.
You feel me?
Niggas out here doing Philly traps now.
I call it the Philly trap, because now you manipulating the person's belief in their creator to match what you got going.
Well, damn, why the hell they not researching it?
Now, because a lot of times it's about
I'm like really plugged in now.
it's about how you interpret your interpretation. Man, you can read the same verse, but if I'm interpreting it different,
Yeah.
and you get some of your, especially the man and woman situations, I might be your teacher.
Yeah. And the husband is the teacher. They
So
know Mike. The
you
husband is the
gonna take
teacher,
it
so
as that's what he said. That's what it's supposed to be.
that's deep.
Yeah,
That's deep.
like for
You
real.
feel me?
That's
I've
Like,
seen that.
Yeah.
Where
it
you
is
go,
all- like,
I had to, and you feel like a rat, but hey, sister, that don't really mean that. Like
That's deep.
he was supposed to check with you before he did that, or nah, you ain't had to really put up with that. But they use verses to back their argument without the understanding.
And basically giving them the permission to do things. And then a woman, wow. Yeah, now that's a trap because if you don't know,
because if you like,
Yeah.
like, you don't know that.
you don't know, so you stuck in that because you don't know. And one thing about
I think that might be.
one thing
if I'm
about
the teacher,
sisters that's really like
into
it,
yeah.
like I've even seen sisters that will change, from Sunni to Salafi to going to because of their husband who they marry and what they're teaching them. So yeah, that's deep. That's a
That's
whole
why you
nother.
also gotta be mindful, like when it comes to the Muslim community, like you gotta make sure that you know what somebody is upon,
That's deep, yeah.
because it's just
That
like in
ain't
any
living.
other religion or whatever. Like you're not gonna follow Reverend Joe Blow when he whipping out the 2026 New Testament. Like the Bible
Right.
is the Bible.
Right.
How the hell you just
Right.
skip the gospel from what it was and start tapping into it or whatever. And it's, it's shocking because how you broke it down and explained it. But that happens a lot. Like when people tap in religion and they use that or whatever the case. A good friend of mine, she's going through something right now and she's a Christian. And I'm like, wow, like I can't believe dude acting like that. He don't want to do this, he don't want to do that. Now he's forming a trap because if you just cut this off, then you literally put me in this situation where how can I get out?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but
And I have
damn,
a question,
Philly
right?
joint?
Yeah, that's the Philly trap. But I've come across a new statement, right?
No.
Love bombing, right?
I've been hearing about this love bombing too.
Now it confuses the shit out of me because when they say it, it's in a negative light. But everything they say is love bombing is positive.
Because so I've heard it in both lights as well. Like I've heard love bombing is like, you fall in love and you just giving that person all of your love at one time. But then I also heard that it could be negative when it's like they love bombing you with some ill intentions, with ill intentions.
I apologize, Bills. Run that back.
It's a new term I've came across, right? It's a bunch of new terms. But love bombing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's connected to narcissism.
Mm-hmm.
And when I hear it, I hear everything that I would do while I'm courting a woman and while I got her. But in that light, it's deemed negative, and I'm guessing it's because of the intent. You feel me?
Yeah.
And it's a thin line when it comes to your intention because I intend to manipulate your feelings when I'm doing this.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's my intention. That's why I'm doing all this, to get you to feel the way I want you to feel.
Yep.
Now, if my intentions are to do it in a negative, like get a negative outcome, cool, but my actions are still going to be the same.
Yeah.
So how do you determine if a person is love bombing you for a good intention or bad intention?
Yeah, that's
Like-
deep. I'm so glad I'm married right now because that's deep. So
Because it makes
So-
you not even want to do half the
right,
shit they call love
because
bombing.
when
Like,
I actually saw a video of somebody saying like they were love bombed,
right.
right? And I was like, well, what the heck is wrong with that? Like, I love me getting loved on. Like, what you mean you love bomb? That must be like amazingly love bomb, right?
Right.
But the person was love bombing them to get them out of a situation. Like, and so again, this is like a form of trap because the person was dating two people.
Right.
But one of the people was super love bombing them. The other person was just like, no, we just chilling. Like, we
Right.
dating. I'm not going to give too much. Like, we dating. We filling each other out. Like, so they
So
was
she
trying
had a
to.
super side nigga on the side. Okay. Cool.
Right. He just assumed the video was like, but I wasn't going to say that. No, but yeah. So, like, I'm chilling. Like, I'm not really going to do too much. And then the other guy's like, super, like, overly loving, giving everything. So
I hate the niggas. Go ahead.
So the other nigga found out, like she told him straight up because she was honest.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like right now I'm dating. I don't know what I want to do, and they were okay with that because they were dating too.
Okay.
But when it got to the point where feelings started to get involved, then she said like, listen, this person like every day is like giving me flowers, giving me this, like always like making sure I know like they have love for me. Their intentions is to love me, like, and the other person was like, yeah, that's all materialistic. Like they giving you all.
Receiving some kind of electronic impulse, sir. I believe it's a text message.
Yo, his phone is the most technical I've ever seen. Whose voice was that?
That's Jarvis.
Oh, that's deep. So the guy basically was like telling her, like, if that's where you want to go, okay, that's cool. Like, I'm not going to stop you, but I do have, love for you. Like, I really have got feelings for you too, but I'm not going to shower you with gifts to show you that I have feelings for you. I'm not going to take you to all these fancy places. Like, we've been doing some regular stuff. We've been chilling, and I like your vibe. You like my vibe. Like, why should I have to do more? So later on, long story short, of course, she went with the guy who was love bombing. And that's where this whole turn, like, the love bombing. So the guy who was love bombing, once she let the other guy go, he fell all the way back. Like, oh, okay, I got her now. Like, and now it's no more gifts coming. It's no more taking you to fancy restaurants. Now he like, well, what you cooking for dinner? Like, oh, well, where you taking me? Like, where we going? So the dynamics changed completely. So she went off. Like, you love bombed me. And he was like, ain't that what you supposed to do? Like, wasn't that what I was supposed to do? So she ended up not being with either one of the guys. But that's where the term came. So what I took from that was a lot of people, men and women, will go off of what they see on the surface. And what's on the surface, like, them flowers are nice. The flowers look good. But what's behind those flowers? What was the thought process behind those flowers? So I think
some kind of electronic impulse, sir. I believe it's a text
so.
message.
What is behind that? And I think for people who are dating right now and they're trying to decipher whether or not this love bombing is a good thing or a bad thing, because I also believe gifting could be a good thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
but
courting.
It's courting. It's in how it's being done. And if you have to really have those good, deep conversations to know if it's genuine, if it's coming from a good place, a good space, or if this person is really just trying to impress you so that they can get you. Because it like, is it going to continue after
right.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that takes that real deep, raw, authentic conversation. And I think that's something that everybody should be having. Well, I know you're not. And I looked at you, but I don't know. But that's something that everybody should be having when they're dating right now, is those good, deep, authentic conversations that let people know like what the real intentions are. Because you can give me flowers and you can give a person candy and roses and take them to a loud concert, so you ain't really gotta have a conversation with them. You know what I'm saying? But if you absolutely not going to the movies every time y'all want to go out. Let's go to the movies. We can't talk about nothing in the movies. No, let's go to dinner where we can have some conversation.
Man,
My
I
daughter
took a chick
said
to
that one
Barnes
time.
and Noble. She looked at me like I was crazy.
Really? And Barnes & Noble got that little cute little section, sit down like, dang, I see a lot of people on little cute dates in Barnes & Noble. That's cute. She probably like, nigga, what you want to read me a book? Yeah, girl, yes. Let me give you some knowledge.
Now, I've had some appreciated.
Oh, okay,
You feel me?
right. Yeah. So again, that's what I mean. You gotta have them conversations. So okay, I'm gonna let you go ahead and wrap this show up because this was your topic. Okay, you definitely did your big one on this topic.
Look.
This was
Look, I'm gonna
Jolly's
say
topic.
this. Look, I'm gonna say this. It's my personal opinion. I still feel like more women trap guys because they know before guys that they're pregnant, and they make that choice.
So that's
Here we
why
go
you
again.
feel
I'm
like
just
that?
closing out.
That's why
I'm
you
just
feel like
closing
that?
out.
But don't
That's
you,
all I'm doing is closing out.
I got
It's
a
my
question.
opinion.
I got a question. You know before the woman know
Know what?
that she pregnant.
How?
Because you shoot the club up.
Cause you shy.
So you
Again,
don't know
a
when
woman
you got
can get pregnant off of pre-cum and not
But
every
you
time.
don't know when you
Yo, when a man pre-comes on a biological tip,
Mm-hmm.
A nigga can about to come and you'll get pre-cum, and a nigga will not fully come. He
So you
have
don't
to come.
you don't know your body well enough to know when you're
Yo.
ready to pre-cum?
Pre-cum can slip out, yo.
It's a little slip.
Like, and it don't mean that you actually.
Well, why don't you wear a condom?
Okay, so that is an option. I'm not refuting any of that. I'm simply saying.
So is that the case? She don't know she fucking pregnant either. So how's she trapping you if you pre-cum? She don't know.
Because listen, what she could do the same way you said, okay, the guy could strap up. Why the hell we back on this topic? The point is,
You did it.
no, I was closing out. She want to jump out the window and keep coming at me.
Because I just had
She ain't gotta agree with it. It's just my statement. But what I'm saying is, yes, she can get him to wear a condom. He could choose to wear a condom. Yes, she could wake up the next day and take the Plan B pill. But y'all have a period. When y'all go on y'all period, y'all know whether or not it's missed. At that point in time, when a woman misses her period,
sometimes women still bleed on their period.
I'm
I mean,
fully-
when they're pregnant.
No,
You know that, right?
Yes, I do.
So,
But she also would know if she's pregnant. And when a woman finds out she's pregnant, is what, 60 to 90 days she can dice in that motherfucker.
But that's not an easy decision to make. That's not nothing easy. Like that's so.
to take a life.
Yeah, that's
So
not
then
something
why?
easy.
So then if a guy come, look, like I said, you can dice in that motherfucker. So dice in that child, dice in that embryo because there's no spirit in it. Now, that's all I gotta say. Next week topic.
And he's telling you a lot because Allah breathes life into the baby after
90.
it's 90 days. After 90 days, we're gonna have to bring them facts too. We're gonna have
It
to
might
bring
be
them facts
60.
too.
It might be 60.
It's not 60.
It
How
might be 60 to
how is
90.
a baby
It is.
breathing?
I'm trying to tell you, it's 60 to 90.
How is a baby breathing? You talk about a person that's been pregnant
Look,
82 times.
dice in that
How you
motherfucker and get out of there, nigga. Dice in that.
You know what? I'm
Next
gonna put in the
week's topic is, I think,
comments.
is about
I'm gonna put in the
child support.
comments.
That's what
My
I gotta
last
say.
my
Dice
last
it.
child is Cameron,
Jen.
and I'm gonna put in the comments his sonogram, and he was 2 weeks in embryo, and I'm gonna put that in the comments, and I'm gonna show you because
Dyson.
it's bad. I don't even got to
Dyson.
face. I'm gonna show you face.
Dyson.
We're not dicing nothing. We're not dicing nothing.
J got his last bit.
Jay, put him in the headlock, cause he get on my nerves.
Watch the traps. Watch for the traps. Whether you set them yourself, whether you walk into them, and if you walk into it, if you look down and see a trap and step on it, it's no longer a trap. It's your house. Get comfortable.
Get comfortable. You live
Lace
there.
up the boots.
Yeah, and just have some accountability. You feel me? And have some self-reflection.
Gonna clap on mine.
Everybody keep it 1,000. If you coming into a situation saying it's that way, then have it be that way. You feel me? Even if that's not who you are at the moment, if that's what you're portraying, then work to be that. You feel me? And we won't feel trapped.
You ready for me?
Yeah, you ready for you, sir?
Ready for me?
Yeah, this is cute.
Man,
that you just showed me.
no,
this
that
show
was a
got
side.
nothing to do.
That was a side joint. Let's close out the show.
Boo,
We running
it's
out
right
on
here.
time.
Everybody know, boo.
We running out on
Okay,
time.
Okay.
Mhm.
So
I
my advice.
Yeah, mama.
My advice, I will as soon as we finish this shit, because he made me mad too a couple times. My advice, if you don't want to be in something, don't do something.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The only way that you're trapped is if you trap yourself.
Okay.
And the only way you trapped is if you're in prison for doing a crime, which means you need to be accountable because you did the shit.
Yeah, that's still not a trap. They still made the decision.
Yeah, made the decision. And
Some niggas get away. Literally.
1 + 1 = 2. If little Johnny had one egg
Thank you.
and the other egg connected, what is that? It's a baby. So if you know, laying down with this dusty, musty, dirty ass, crusty ass, trifling ass woman might possibly be your baby
Hold on,
mother.
babe. Wait a
a minute.
Yeah, you
Wait
thought
a
you going a different way, didn't
Wait a
you?
minute.
Thought you had a friend, huh?
Might be your baby mother.
What, babe?
If her feet. Wait, let me talk.
You made a mistake.
No,
He understood, right?
No, I did not.
You made a
I
mistake.
did not.
Tell him you made a
I
mistake.
did not
Right
make a mistake because the signs be right in a nigga face and you still would slip right in it. So what I'm saying is open your eyes. If you don't like dirty feet, don't lick them. You understand what I'm saying?
I agree.
If you know your baby mother may possibly be off the chain and want child support, if you know that she that type of woman, because evidently you've been dealing with it for a while. If you know that she that type of woman, don't do it.
I agree. I co-sign that.
Here's a little inside game. Young boys, if she's on public assistance,
Don't do it.
don't do it. Don't fucking
She
do it.
waiting for a come up and she waiting on you to come
Even
up.
if she ain't waiting, if you get her pregnant, the fact that she's on public assistance puts you on child support.
Automatically, the government want they
do
shit
not
back.
pass go. Yeah.
The government want they shit back.
I like Murray's. I like seafood just like everybody else. But yeah,
He
young
do the
boy.
Murray's.
Young boy.
Oh, they going to
What? Them chicken breast patties was slap. What? I'm still trying to
Yeah,
buy some
Yeah,
steak.
that's definitely my closeout.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Just say no.
Go ahead.
They give them out free, 15. Go get you a whole handful, sure.
Damn, 15 still
I
open?
don't know. I ain't been a teenager in years.
Yo. Every time somebody said they went there, I'd be like, oh, they burning.
What? Hey, we used to go for the free rubbers too, though, back in the day.
I wouldn't even go there for that.
Shit.
Go to Rite Aid.
Ooh, they're not gonna give them to you for free at Rite Aid. Okay, let me just.
She getting them for free.
5 fingers. I mean, I get
Did
you.
you put your 5 fingers up? You know what? Let me just say, I am shocked. I am shocked at my wife's behavior tonight.
No,
But I'm
that
just
was some truth.
I'm just gonna go ahead and let that slide because I do agree with a teeny piece of what you said, and that
But all of what I spoke the damn truth. That was nothing but the truth.
no,
so
not
help
the
me.
rusty skusky. No, that's
You know if you you
No,
know you
no.
know if you step into her house and you see a roach
Oh my! Why
fly
did you
across
talk
that
about
wall,
Yo,
okay?
I have not seen a
if
cockroach in
if
so
you-
long,
if
yo.
Nobody
walk
has
in the
roaches.
house.
Nobody has
Listen,
roaches
if,
in
listen,
2025.
if you have to
so let
walk
that
in the
go.
house and do this, get the fuck out of there. Why is you fucking that?
Nobody,
That's first and foremost.
Nobody has
We
roaches
have
in
options.
2025, and yes, there are options
It
out there.
is.
But okay, anyway, all right. Let me just close out with saying this, okay?
30 feet are real.
You had some trauma too, babe.
No,
What is
I ain't
going
never
on?
dealt with nothing like that.
Oh,
My
okay.
class
You
is
just
a
got
different
some
taste,
stories.
yeah.
Gotta check
Okay.
them jellies.
Yeah.
Okay. You got because I'm like, dang, what's going on? But just be accountable. Be accountable for your actions and understand that you have a choice in the matter. You have a choice from the very moment that you start in the process of even talking to somebody else. Like, and make sure that you're making conscious decisions. Because when you make the conscious decision to talk to somebody, whether they got a mask on or not, you need to make the let me investigate. In 2025, young men and young women, everybody that's out there courting, investigate.
Maryland
Don't just
judicial
court-
case search.
Oh,
Maryland
shit. It's
judicial
not a
case
game.
search. You want to put their name first, hit click search, and put their
I was
first and
on the
last
phone
name.
with Shorty and she did it. Like,
Yeah,
you see here.
because you need to make sure
What
that
happened
it's
to
no
that,
pedophiles
Wow.
that's gonna be around.
But that's what I'm talking about. Like, that's a full-fledged investigation. Like, she not about to find out later on that you did things or you had things happen in your past that she didn't know about. Like, she can't say that. So that's why it's important to investigate. So don't just be out here courting. Investigate. So that, no, let me say what I got to say, because all three of y'all said what y'all had to say. So you just sit over there with your glasses on. Damn it. Anyway, do your investigations and hold yourself accountable and stop placing blame on other people.
That's the end all be all right there. We can close it up.
I'm-
now.
You know what? Remember that Bob Marley was talking about earlier? Out the door. It's
Don't
over
do
for
that.
you.
No,
It's over for
no,
you.
no.
Y'all, ladies, yeah.
Welcome to the Beyonka.
Oh no. Thank you for coming out. No, that's what you want. You chose the side you wanted to be on tonight.
I didn't know.
Yes, you did. Oh, well,
I'm so
now
sorry.
you
I
know.
apologize.
Thank you guys for tuning into tonight's show. I
Peace.
love the fact that somebody asked our new fan has asked us to extend the show. We're gonna end the show,
We
though, y'all,
extended
because
it today. We
Oh, yeah.
extended it.
I'm
today.
pushing for 2 hours. Playhouse. I'm pushing for 2
About
hours.
15.
Holla at me.
15,
You know,
You feel
listen,
me?
thank you. Okay, and
We
we
appreciate all the
did see
support.
your comment, Sandra, because you always in here, and she said she knew somebody that was married who got pregnant, and then the husband said, with the husband first child, and the husband said that that's a lot.
What?
Oh,
Nah.
that she, hold on, wait.
Got time
The
to
husband
Oh,
said
this motherfucker ain't got time today. Johnny
that she
ain't
was
shit.
that the woman was trying to trap him by getting pregnant, but they were married. So how the hell was she trapping the husband by getting pregnant when they were married and you're supposed to be fruitful and multiply? I don't know what the fuck that is.
let me comment on it. Let me comment.
Oh
Here
shit!
we go.
Nah,
Oh,
because
yeah,
I'm
because that
saying
don't
like
even
if you
make
in a relationship and you in a relationship, right? You talk.
But this
to
a marriage.
It doesn't fucking. Is it not a relationship? Is a marriage not a relationship? She made it seem like we was down this place. We still in the same place. What I'm saying is this: if you go on the door and you say, "Look, I want to wait 3 years." To make sure there's nothing wrong with that, because like I said on one of the shows, that one sister I know, she said you should get married and still keep your own space.
Yeah.
That way you can still get to know each other. Blah, blah.
Yeah.
But the point is this: as nobody gets in a relationship to get out or in a marriage to get a divorce. Shit happens. Things happen.
Right.
But if you go in the door and you say, "Yo, I want to wait 3 years," and you make it clear before you even hit the whatever, before we start working on the child, and you say, "Okay, well, to make me feel more comfortable as a woman, I'd rather you not go out and buy condoms. That way I just don't start thinking crazy shit, and I'm gonna hop on BC."
Okay.
And then the month get off of the BC, and you try and figure out what the hell is going on, and she end up pregnant. That's a trap.
But what? But she.
That's a
Well,
trap.
this sister or person or woman didn't say that. So.
You said it was in the marriage.
Yeah, but it
But
don't
you
say
don't know
that.
the backstory.
But
Nah,
you just trying to
nah.
create a backstory that she didn't
No,
even
I'm
create.
saying because you don't know, because she said it's a trap.
Jolly will blame the shit out of a woman.
No,
Don't
no,
let's not
You
get
like
that
women.
fucking
No.
What is happening? Why are you so mad
No.
with women?
I'm not mad. You didn't provide a backstory. You said how was it
Oh,
a
but the
trap?
person didn't. No, she
Okay,
didn't.
right. So I'm just saying that's how you said how.
Okay, but that's how. Okay, you
I'm
gave
just
a-
saying that's how. Why
That,
y'all
that's
coming with me?
that could
That
be.
do make
that-
sense.
that's
Thank
it.
you, Shay.
I promise you.
Thank you.
The Bob Marley is over.
No!
No.
Jolly, get out!
No.
Get out,
And we
yo.
thank you. Okay,
No.
yeah. Go ahead and give Jolly a hug on that one. Thank y'all for tuning in to tonight's show, Sandra. I hope that answered your question about your friend, because that is an actual way that that person could be trapped if they did have that conversation.
So why can't she have it by Marley then?
Yeah. I'm gonna get that out.
Anyway, thank
I
you
hope
for
you get
tuning
that
in
by
tonight.
Marley.
Ladies and gentlemen, next week we talking about child support. Now,
Uh-oh. Now listen.
I'm bringing
got
back.
receipts.
I'm
I'm
coming.
coming too.
I'm coming.
I'm
And
coming
I'm coming
too.
with
And I'm,
personal experience and experience of others. Damn.
you
Oh,
better
know
take
that?
them experience of others and throw them in the
Nah,
trash can
I
and set them
don't
on
care.
fire. That's what you
I
better do.
don't care.
That's what you better
I
do.
don't care.
Yes,
Closing the
we're
show.
closing the show. Thank you.
Shout out to our host.
Thank you.
Beyonka
Okay.
and Jolly.
We appreciate y'all too. And shout out to the special guests, even though one of them was out of line today.
No, she was not.
Okay, so Jolly, you turning it off today.
I don't give a fuck about plug that shit.
About to trip over everything. Oh, I know that's right, Jolly. Good job.
He took off his glasses to see.
I can't see far. Shay be like,
You really can see
Yeah.
everything, yo.
You
I
can
be
see
doing
your
that for
whole.
nothing.
Look.
That's so dumb.
Oh, snap. Like you literally just saw something, but.
Well, I ain't even peeped that over.